How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Jones Outdoors. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my release failure I had with my bow. So the release kind of just exploded. I'll put a link to that release in the description if you want to check it out and see the release that I purchased. I think it was maybe like $45 on Amazon. It was a thumb release. There's a picture of it up on the screen right there. And as you can see, it is definitely not good. And I only got, before I bought that release, I was using an older bow that was only drawing at like 50 pounds, and the release was working fine for it. I only used the release for about a month. And then I got my first real compound bow. It was a PSE Evo FX30. You can watch some videos on my channel and stuff, and another video about how it blew up, more about the bow and not the release. But so the release, basically when I pulled it back and the release, basically I think even the whole button came off. I'll have to look back at that picture. But then after that, it made the end open up, and the release just fell completely apart. And it, like, my bow wasn't even sighting yet. I maybe shot it 3 times, and that happened. So that really wasn't good. Because I just bought it, and it's definitely not a cheap bow. So it really was not good when that happened. I took it to the bow shop, and it mainly just derailed itself. Not any major damage to the actual bow. They put the same string back on, and then the new QAD drop-away rest I put on it, was one of the PSE specific. It's like $150. It completely got destroyed. It was brand new. So then I had to buy a new QAD rest. And it just took a really long time to get all the pieces ordered and stuff. And then the bow shop only took like 30 minutes to fix it, which was great. And so now the bow is working again. And now let me grab the release. This is the release that I'm currently using. I don't really like this one that much. Like, I might end up getting a different one next hunting season. This one just seems slightly small for my bow, maybe. But as you can see, Scott Archery Shark 2. I kind of want the Scott Archery Jaws. I think it just has a better grip and it'll be better for my bow. Because this one, like, look at this. It's kind of just, you can move the little pieces. You touch this. It has very light trigger. Like, look how lightly I can. Well, my hand was in front of it. But I can just. My last release didn't do that. It was definitely not a great release. So when you buy a release, definitely buy a main brand release that you know is good, like Scott Archery, True Ball, something like that. Just a known release. It doesn't really matter as long as it's an actually good release. And I did switch to one of the wrist style releases, as you can see. And yeah, so that is basically that. And yeah, so make sure you hit this like button and the subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. And just thank you all so much for watching. And stay tuned for the next video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.